The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. We go set. 45 to Mike. And it's getting it hard. Check. Back. Young lady. Flare. Red 80. Check 24.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You got tight right there. Watch the safety crease. Lady, show it. Patch it.
On second down, it's Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Not today. Not today. Go side. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Lady. Check. Lady. Check nine. Jim. Check nine.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Switch up. 25. Check 25. Check 25. And 80. Check 43. Check 3.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Watch the slant. Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my work.
2nd and 10. This pass complete to Higgins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. Shoot.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Jets take over.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run by Bell on first down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got to step it up.
Now it's the backup Finley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Joe Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Indy. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Go. Get it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Set ready. 30 base. Here we go, D. Anxious. Hey. High 7.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Waiting. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check. Crunch.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Lucky. Check out.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. They can't hang with us. Slam. Check. Ready. Check it back.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf. Hey.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 17-yard line.
They're running it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his running back, Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Check. Check. Hot. Hey, alert 3. Watch out. Ready?
Darnold now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Open man is Higgins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. It's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the foot.
Before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball.
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there the defense... He'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for this.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Bobo's to Mike. Mike's Bobo. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 44, Mike, 47.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Pulled in at the 24. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Go now. And two stuff. Good. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 52. Let's go heavy.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw left side to Higgins. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his side. To break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Five.
Now back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You got nothing. He's crashing. He's checking crash. No. Off. Tight dog. Yo, 80. Kill. Red 80.
Hey, wahoo!
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going...
And all the way in!